introduce all these lovely folks you got.
This is my beautiful wife, Jennifer, my daughter, Mackenzie, my daughter, Jessica, who I could not do this without.
Yeah, thank you. You start that out right now. All right, so let's just tell folks what happened. Saturday night, y'all had an auction.
Saturday night was our 8th annual St. Jude's auction. We think it was our 8th annual. We've kind of lost count by now. Had a great turnout. Lots and lots of people. Ran completely out of food. Powell family came to sing for us.
I know.
Yeah, you got to eat. Don't worry about it.
Not all I wanted.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
chili was good.
You should have been faster.
Had 3 bowls.
Well, that wasn't all you wanted. We'll get bigger bowls next year. We'll get a red bone bowl.
That'll be good.
But the Howell family came out, sang for us. They were fantastic. I've got to thank some of my sponsors, Gibson Box Company, Razorback Archery, David Gibson down there. Takes me to the ATA show every year, let me collect things. Modern Woodman, Trina Spears, she donated all the food this year. We didn't have any out-of-pocket expense for the food. Palace Drug Store, Mammoth and Salem. Edward Jones, Regina Gleghorn in West Plains. Missouri Hardwood, Allen Supported Living, Hills Auto Sales, Shelter Insurance, Roger Foley, Rhodes Auto Sales. And I also have to thank Thayer First Baptist Church for letting us use their building again. They don't charge us anything. And I've got to thank all the people that stayed after the auction was over with. The auction was over about 10 o'clock, and believe it or not, by 10:30 we were closing the doors and walking out. Everything was clean.
Now that's the beauty, isn't it? People, I mean, they didn't come just to buy stuff and leave. They came to help.
My wife commented that I have some great friends, and I said absolutely. If you live life and you've got a couple of people in your life you can count on, you're pretty lucky. I must be really lucky because I've got a bunch of them I can count on.
Now, do we have any idea how many people were at the auction? I mean, I guess you can kind of tell by how many cards go out, but then there might be 2 or 3 people on one card.
We had, what did you say, 105, 106 numbers we gave out. We figure for every person there, every third person is going to get a number, so close to 300.
See, that's a great crowd. I mean, that place was about full.
It was completely full.
There were people standing around the back.
Yeah, there was nowhere left to sit. And the auction did fantastic things beforehand. The fellow that always brought us something, we always called him the anonymous woodworker. He brought us something every year. Hadn't heard anything from him this year, and about 15 minutes before the auction started, his wife came in. I've never met the gentleman. I had never actually met her. But she came in. He passed away earlier this year with a heart attack. She made us a $500 donation in his name, which was great. And she told me also they had been at every single St. Jude's auction I did. I never knew they were.
Didn't know they were there.
Didn't have any idea.
Didn't know who they were.
Didn't know who they were.
Wow, that's special people.
That's just it's enough to make a person want to cry.
Yeah, our mantra today has been good people doing good work, and that's good people doing good work.
It really is. It really is. We appreciate everybody that came out. There was lots of things going on that night, from ball games to Mammoth FFA had their cornhole tournament, which was a great success. Fantastic.
$1,300.
Yeah, it's awesome. And they just anything that helps the cause of what we're trying to do, I'm all for it. Everybody should help.
All right, so let's get into that a little bit. I know people are saying, I want to hear the dollar amount, and I do too. But also, Sydney goes, but I mean, why? I mean, why did you start doing this in the first place?
Well, it's kind of emotional, and I'll try to get through it. I never knew why God put me on this earth. 10 years ago, He decided to flick me out of a tree and break my back. Thought it was the worst thing that could ever happen to me. Would have never became an auctioneer if it hadn't happened. Would have never had the chance to do this, which you guys have no idea how much it means to me. It really does. It's
A life calling.
It really is. And I never knew it until I was 40 years old. So I got some time to make up for it.
Wow. All right, so we got a crowd. They want to know, Mike.
Well, we have to leave $100 in the account to keep it open. And
Now, before we go any further, last year's total was what?
$18,500.
That was a record.
That was our record year, and we really, really, really wanted to raise $20,000 this year. We got really close. We're going to be able to give St. Jude's $20,003. $20,003
figures from Kenny's auction. That is unbelievable.
And I have to thank a veteran. We had a veteran's gun we gave away this year. A young man from Hardy, Arkansas, Tyler Thomas, won it. He came back up and he said, I would rather you auction this off for kids than it sit in my closet. And that's what made our goal. So
That's what did it.
that's what did it. And I appreciate him more than he knows.
You know, God got this thing.
I believe he does.
Wow. Anything the family wants to say? I mean, to go along with this, what about you? You worked so hard on this thing. You don't want to say anything to the people out there that came and helped out or anything?
We really do appreciate everybody that helped and people that, you know, you don't know everybody that helps, you know. Everybody doesn't want to be announced, you know, but we had a lot of people donate, and it's just crazy to me that the things that you don't, like, we know the things that we have at the beginning, we take pictures, but the amount of stuff that comes last minute that people just get together and bring, that's absolutely amazing to me. That they, and my sister, you know, she got some stuff with her money that she saved in her tips at the concession stand, and that makes me really proud because I used to do the same thing when I was younger, and it makes me proud that she's doing it too.
Yeah, so I want to know, what was it, I was there, but I don't remember, what was it that you kept your tip money from the concession stand, from the weekly auction, and what did you buy?
I bought a bunch of Pioneer Woman stuff.
Oh, that's right, I remember that, and boy, it sold like hotcakes. Why did you do that?
Well, it was mostly because my mom told me that there wasn't a lot of stuff for girls or like women there, who like they didn't have anything to buy there, so I thought it would be a good thing for them.
I thought it was. Mom, you gotta be proud of these girls.
I am. I'm very proud of them.
You gotta be proud of them over here too.
Yep. I've been proud of them for over 25 years.
Don't believe that.
I'm walking away from that. All right, $20,003.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. You know, Mike, we talked when you started doing this, and you told me, and I know you talked to Mike Robertson told him too. You said one day I want to be the single biggest fundraiser for the St. Jude Radiothon. Well, you've just about
This is the
doubled
day.
the next biggest donation.
Well, I don't want to take any credit for that. If it wasn't for people donating things and all the good people at the ATA show and all the good people in this community and the people that sent us things that we emailed and said, hey, would you like to send us something? That's what makes the auction. It's just I'm the person it happens to go through. Couldn't do a thing unless people showed up to buy it. So I don't deserve any of the credit. I don't want any of the credit. I'm just proud to be the tool he uses to get it.